Namaste friend. I hope you are doing fine. Welcome back to part 4 of exploring Power Query. If you like the video, then please like the video, and subscribe to our channel. We recommend you to watch all previous parts of this video first. Links are provided in the description. We now have a table ready with us. Let's start with our next task to make the date ingestible to the URL. For this, we need only row 1 of the table. Let's delete the second row from the table syntax. Next, select Query 1. Then, copy the function we used in part 2 of this video series. Now, reselect Query 2. Paste the function by replacing 1 in the table syntax. On pressing Enter key, the table will now show the date in row 1. Select the date column, and click on Split Column button in the ribbon on top. We want to split the date at each / separator. Hence, select by delimiter in the drop-down that appears. In the box that appears, we see that Power Query has already identified the delimiter as /. We will leave it like that. In Split at section, we select the radio button, each occurrence of the delimiter. Then click on OK button. Power Query has split the date into 3 different columns. Month appears in first column. Date appears in second column. And year appears in third column. However, we only need last 2 digits of the year. Hence, select Year column and click on Split Column button once again. This time, we will select the option by number of characters in the drop-down menu. In the next window, which appear, we type 2 in number of characters box. Then select the radio button once, as far right as possible. Then click OK. As a result, the year will split in 2 columns. One will show 20 and second column will show 23. Now, we will rejoin the columns to get the correct date format DDMMYY. Hence click on Add Column menu. Then select Custom Column in the ribbon. We will name the new column as URL. We will double-click on Date.to column, which appears in Available Columns box. It contains the date. The column name will appear in the Custom Column Formula box, where we will add the other parts of date. We type ampersand and Enter key after Date.to in Custom Formula box. In the new line, we double-click and bring Date.1, as it contains the month. We will add ampersand and Enter key after Date.1 in Custom Formula box. Now, we will double-click and bring Date.3.2, which contains last 2 digits of the year. Then we click on Enter. A new column named URL is added to the table. But wait. We see an error, instead of concatenated text. Let's investigate the error by clicking on it. It says that it does not like to concatenate number with number. Let's fix it. We will start by clicking on the gear icon in the newly added custom step under Applied Steps. Since we want the value in Date.to column to be in text format, we will use the function text.from. Just encapsulate the column name within this function. We will use the same function on the rest of the columns. Then click OK button. Voila, the error is gone. But there is still something amiss. Let us find out. The date format we need has 0 as a prefix to the month number. This holds true for the date as well. Let us now add the prefix. For adding the prefix, we will click on the gear icon again for the added custom step. We have a function in Power Query called text.padStart. It has 3 parameters. The first parameter is the text to be prefixed. Next parameter is total number of characters after the text is prefixed. Final parameter is the text to be prefixed enclosed in double quotes. Based on our requirement for month in Date.1 column, we enclose text.from function in text.padStart with total characters as 2 and 0 as prefix. We repeat the same for Date.to column. Then click OK. In the URL column, we see the correct date format required by the file link. We no longer need the other columns, Hence we right-click on URL column and select Remove Other Columns. Since we have the correct date format ready, the next step would be to add the rest of the file link. We select the Added Custom Step in the Applied Steps section, and click on the gear icon. Power Query allows us to make changes to any steps listed there. We add the first part of the URL, enclosed in double quotes, before the first text.pad start function, followed by an ampersand sign. After the last line, we add ampersand along with the file extension .csv, in double quotes. Then click on OK button. The URL column will have the entire link displayed, in the last column of the table. Power Query refreshes the query till the selected step. Hence we click on the last step, in the Applied Steps box to select it. It will leave us with the URL column only. We have to convert the value of row 2 to text, so that we can use it in the main query, to connect to the CSV file. Let us right-click on the URL and select Drill Down. The table disappears and we are left with the URL in string format. We have completed formatting the date and creating the URL dynamically. With this, we have arrived to the last part of the task list. To replace the link with our dynamic URL, we click on the first query, in the Queries pane to select it. Then click on Advanced Editor button, in the ribbon. In the Advanced Editor window, select the static link along with the double quotes, and delete it. Now type Query 2 in its place. Query 2 has the dynamic link. Click on Done button. We are getting an error. Did we do something incorrect? The answer is no. Stock market timings are from 9:15 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. The report is published after the market hours. Hence, we are getting this error message. We saved and closed the file. Then reopened it at a later time in the day, when the stock market was closed. Then tried editing the query. The query refreshed this time, as the day-end report was available. We can see the data, with today's date. Let's click Close and load. The data is displayed on the Excel sheet. We can refresh the data without opening Power Query window. Just click on Refresh All button in the Data ribbon and wait for Power Query to work its magic. With this step, we completed all the tasks involved in making the link of CSV file dynamic. We hope we would add some valuable information to your data analysis toolkit. We will meet very soon in another exciting journey of Power Query. Stay tuned. Thank you, friends. Have a good day.